He's an awful pretty baby.
Thank you.
You are so blessed. Isaac, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He
Very
sure
good.
does cry a lot.
Does he?
Man, it gets on my nerves.
Oh, I can imagine it would. Sometimes babies cry a lot. There's usually some reasons why they cry. Have they talked about that for you as you got discharged from the hospital? Did they mention some of those reasons? As a matter of fact, I have a little pamphlet here that you might want to take home and look at. Okay. And after we're done talking, I'll let you look at a video that kind of reinforces some of these ideas. Well, some of the reasons babies usually cry, you know, they can't speak, they can't really tell you what they want, so the best they can do is let it out with some cries, and they try to communicate the best they can. Mm-hmm. Sometimes babies cry because they're hungry, or sometimes they cry because they're too hot or too cold, or sometimes they cry because something's poking or sticking at them. And usually we just suggest to moms that they go check those things. Have you done those things as you've looked at your baby?
Yeah, I'll change his diaper and give him a bottle, and I feel like he just cries and no reason.
Okay. But he's eating okay and everything seems to be well. He's having regular bowel movements and everything?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're thinking he's not sick. He certainly doesn't look sick from my exam today. So sometimes the other reason babies can cry is if they've had too much activity going on, if they've been passed around. I bet you have a lot of families still coming to visit, huh? Yeah. Well, if they've had a lot of activity during the day, sometimes that makes them fussy too. But you know, giving all those things and considering all those things, sometimes babies just cry a lot. It happens a lot after they're about 6 weeks old. It's pretty normal that they go through a period where they just seem to not be able to express what they need and maybe even don't have a particular need in mind.
How long is he going to do this?
It should get better until once he's 6 months old, and then it should get a little bit better.
That's a long time.
I know.
Like, I get so frustrated.
Okay. Well, there are some things that you can do. You know, if your baby's crying and you've gone down that checklist and you've pretty much ruled out that there's no problem, do you know, it's really okay to put your baby in the crib, kind of make sure he's in a safe place, and then you can step away for a little bit.
Like go in the other room and turn the TV on?
Yeah, for a little bit. What are some of the things you like to do to relax? Before the baby came, what did you like to do to relax and kind of de-stress yourself?
I would read and take baths and go to sleep.
Sometimes it's important that you rest when the baby rests so that when you both are having bad periods, you can handle it better. Do you ever talk to anybody in your family or friends with babies?
Yeah, I call my sister a lot, and my friend lives down the road, so she comes over sometimes if I need a break.
Well, that's really good. If you have a good support system that can help you with baby periods when your baby cries, that's a good thing. Putting the baby down is fine, and sharing with the people who care for your baby, that's okay too, because in the same way that you might find babies crying frustrating, they might find it frustrating too. So you want to share that plan. If you
tell them what you're telling me?
Yeah, tell them that it's okay to put the baby in the room, sit and look at a magazine or have a conversation on the phone, and then go back on check on the baby periodically. Those things are okay. The other thing this little pamphlet has is a number that you can call if you really feel like you need to talk to somebody about your baby's crying. That number is always available to you. It's a little refrigerator magnet. You might find it helpful if you put it on the refrigerator.
Okay.
The other thing I have here is, besides the pamphlet, this is a little reminder that you can look at. It talks about having received some of the information and talking about some of the concepts we reviewed just now. If you sign it and you have your husband sign it, sometimes that can kind of help you on a frustrating moment to remember that this is a commitment you've made and that you're going to intentionally try really, really hard to handle your baby's fussy periods in a really safe and kind and gentle motherly way.
Okay.
The only other thing I wanted to remind you, Abby, is it's important that you never shake your baby. When you're frustrated, sometimes it's really easy to just do that. But actually, babies who are shaken sometimes can have some really serious damages, even when that's not the intention of anybody, not you or any of your family who are caring for your baby. So just remember, never shake your baby. Remind the people taking care of you to not shake your baby.
Okay.